You were crack at dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong, pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You were power stroke, diesel, backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're having, the smoke that we're having, the party we throw, it's going.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Redskins going up against the Chiefs. With that, let's send you out to Maitland Summit Stadium, where we say hello to our two broadcasters, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39! Green 39!
The tight end in motion right. Coleman now. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Block at the man in motion. Throwing, Cook. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Over. Gone.
Play clock winding down.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now Cook. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. A good pickup there at 20 yards. Now on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll toss it to Coleman. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
In motion comes the tight end left. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here's Coleman. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Sua Cravens in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
They'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back now now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there. And it's third down.
The previous play was a nice run, so they came back with the draw. I think they were trying to fool the defense into thinking they would throw the ball and wanted to run it again. Unsuccessful, but this team is definitely showing they want to keep it on the ground.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Little motion now from the tight end. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. That's pulled in at the 32. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down. 5 yards to go. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Cook. Going underneath, it's Coleman. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd and just 1.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Coleman on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
And the wideout in motion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And the play clock's running down. Throwing. Cook. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Brief break in the action here. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Detroit! Green, 39! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And Reed with it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there That could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. It got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to try and go deep again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Back to throw now on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he's still... Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Sewer Cravens. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Well, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goalpost.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Hurry up, here we go.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Go on, Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And some room to maneuver. Cuts it out to the sideline. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 51 yards on the ground. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Play clock winding down. And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And it's 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
No. Jack, Patriot! Over! All right, here we go.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Time running out here on the play clock. This is Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Green 39! Back 99, Philly, here we go! Over! Detroit!
The play clock's running down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime.
Over! Back 99, Philly, here we go!
Now Cook. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete here.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to... And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw here. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get...
And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have made this a 1-score game. And his kick is right through. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Coleman. And he'll lose lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Detroit, Detroit.
Check. Take motion.
Throwing, Cook. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation.
All right, here we go. 4 down.
And he motions the wide receiver.
Detroit, Detroit. No. Check, Patriot.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And fourth down coming up. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. Out to the left here to Reed. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. They had the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Kansas City, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.